Look, if you sell food online like snacks, sauces, cereals, olive oil, or spreads, and your emails don't make your customers' mouths water in 3 seconds, then they are not doing their job. Food brands rely heavily on impulse, cravings, and emotion. So why are your emails are full of text and discounts? Why are they feeling like a soggy rice cake that nobody wants? So let me show you how to build high-converting emails for your food brand that use the same triggers as the world's top CPG companies. That is smell, memory, cravings, and psychology. Let's get into it. The first question that you need to ask yourself is why people should buy from you. There are 8 psychological triggers that would make someone buy from you versus your competitors. Impulse. Even if your brand offers some logical USPs like high protein, plenty of fiber, low glycemic index, etc., snacks promise an instant pleasure to satisfy an urge, whether that's hunger, boredom, stress, or just a desire for something tasty. Reward and self-soothing. People use snacks as a reward mechanism. Example, I worked hard, I deserve this. It's been a long day, I need something comforting. Nostalgia. Many snacks trigger memories of childhood, home, or simpler times. This works especially well for cookies, bars, or anything with a classic flavor profile. Health conscious. They love snacking, but they don't want to eat garbage that destroys their health. Convenience and control. They're busy and looking for time-efficient ways to snack. Belonging and identity. People use snacks to express their values or lifestyle. For example, vegan, high protein, organic, women-owned, or ethically sourced. Curiosity and novelty. New flavors or limited drops trigger exploration behavior. Consumers always want to try something they haven't tried before. Social proof and virality. Seeing others enjoy a snack, especially through UGC or influencer content, builds trust and creates fear of missing out. And the perfect example is the recent Dubai chocolate craze. So now that you know why people would buy from your brand versus your competitors, let's explore why most food emails don't convert. So here are the main reasons. Boring copy, bland product photography, no visual cues, no emotion, no desire, no cravings, no unique selling propositions, too much logic and not enough emotion, and no urgency. That being said, here are the ingredients for a high converting snacks email. The first ingredient is visuals that trigger cravings. And the key to this is to make your visuals or photography feel delicious. And you can achieve that by using bright colors and high contrast, using hands, bites, or crumbs, and using GIFs to demonstrate effects like pull apart or drip. You will notice here that Goodles, they use very bright colors and they are using this drip cheese effect here. And for Feastables, they are using high contrast colors with this pull apart effect. The second most important thing is to use clever taglines or headlines that tap into an emotion, whether it's cravings, nostalgia, comfort, or escape. The most important thing is to use taglines that grab attention quick and hook people. Another type that works really well is curiosity-based taglines or headlines. You can check this email from Magic Spoon, and their tagline was, "We love it when you hate us." When people read this for the first time, they get really curious, and they are more compelled to continue reading the rest of the email. The third most important thing is to use sensory-based copy. That means you describe the taste, texture, and smell, make the copy visceral, and make the reader feel like they already tasted it. Here's an example. Soft-baked, perfectly chewy, with rich, dark chocolate that melts into every bite. Tastes like your favorite childhood cookie, but with 12 grams of protein. You will notice that we hit on different sensory experiences with just a couple of phrases. Soft-baked is all about the visual, perfectly chewy is all about the taste, rich dark chocolate that melts into every bite is all about the taste and texture as well. It tastes like your favorite childhood cookie, that's more about nostalgia, and 12 grams of protein, which is more of a logic-based unique selling proposition. So here's an email that we made for this brand called Realsy. You can see that the tagline or headline at the top says things are getting sticky, which is a fun wordplay that grabs attention. And then we say you, a cozy couch, and a sultry, nut butter filled medjool date. No small talk, just pure satisfaction. And this is a play of having a date, which is the snack, versus having a date with an actual person. And then we say, this is the kind of date that won't ask what are we afterwards. Again, a play on the dating aspect. You will notice that with the CTA, we say, take me to the sweet stuff. So we don't use generic CTAs, which leads me to the fourth most important thing, which is using clever CTAs. So instead of saying shop now or buy now, try instead treat yourself to a bite, or fuel your next craving, or taste satisfaction, or for example, taste the difference. And here is an example of a good CTA from Olipop, which says, relive the magic. The fifth most important thing is to use visual aids in your emails. Vision evolved way earlier than words, and our brains process visuals 60,000 times faster than words. People remember 80% of what they see versus 20% 90% of what they read and only 10% of what they hear. If you can explain something in your e-com emails with visuals instead of words, for example, strong photography, before and after, icons, visual cues, then it'll do wonders for your brand. The most important things to keep in mind here is to use less words. That means more impactful words, no fluff, no jargon, no beating around the bush. The second thing is to use GIFs, and the third thing is to use icons to represent bullet points. And you can see a great example from one of my absolute favorite email programs out there, from this olive oil brand called Grasa. You will notice that they are using a GIF at the top here, they are using icons to represent bullet points, and they are using visual cues to make their emails more digestible and scannable. So if you focus on these 5 things, then your emails will not only be irresistible to your subscribers, but they will also convert much better. If you want high converting emails for your food brand, then I included a 50-page free guide on creating high converting, irresistible emails. Just click on the link in the description to download it for free. And if you'd like us to create high converting emails for your e-com brand, then you can click on the last link in the description to schedule a quick 15-minute call with me. Here is what Ben, the co-founder of a snacks brand called Flings, said about working with us. They've saved me so much time, they handle everything beautifully, his team is incredibly quick to respond, and most importantly, they take the time to understand our brand and come up with smart ideas that improve our results. So click on the last link in the description to schedule a quick call with me. And if you found this video helpful, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. See you in the next one.